Hey loves, welcome back to my space. If you're new here, thank you so much for dropping by. If you are in OG, I see you. So guys, we're back with another video. As you can see, we're going to do a DIY. Already you can tell we're going to stitch. So we're going to use our scissors, our tape measure, our fabric pins, and sewing machine. So for starters, we're going to open up this because I'm going to do markings, and I advise you to do markings on the wrong side of the outfit, like the inside part of the inside out, like you know what I mean. Yeah, so we're going to measure our width to be 14 because I want not too big and not too small, so my width will be 14. As you can see me measuring, forget about that marking stick, yeah, marking chalk, yeah. Also, I'm going to do a fold on this fabric because I don't want to make a stitch on that line, so I'm going to make a fold and then measure what I want as my length. Yeah, so my length, at first I measured 20 and then I realized no, 20 will be too big. I had to reduce to 15, so I'm reducing my my length to 15. And as I said, when you're doing markings, ensure that your markings are on the wrong side of these outfits, because I'm using a chalk which is washable, but there are also permanent markers. Sometimes you'll be using permanent markers and you don't want them to show on the outside of the fabric. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pin down the sides. As you can see, my side already shows that it had a seam. Yeah, so I just undid the seam and then made a new seam on it. Am I making sense? So I'm going to hold them down with pins, and then I'm going to ensure that all sides are equal. So I'm still measuring my width and ensuring that from the bottom part and the top part are always equal. They're equal. So 14 is the number we're going with, and then we're going to cut off all the excess that we're not going to use. And as I said, my length is 15. Yeah, it was 20 and then I reduced. Yeah, so once I've done that, you're going to cut. You can also cut the bottom. If you can cut it in two pieces if you want two pieces, but for me, because I told you I don't want a seam at the bottom, I'm going to just look at that. You see those lines? They helped me they guided me on cutting this. So as I said, mine is on fold because I don't want to cut it at the bottom and then add a seam, because this is going to be the most simplest drawstring bag you've ever done. Yeah, so yeah, so if you're going to hand stitch, you're just going to hand stitch the seam, the side seam. Yeah, like you're going to stitch this part where we have pins and leave this one as unfold. So we're going to stitch that, and then on the top. Yeah, that's the simplest. This one that you have done, as always, we never waste anything on this channel. So this one that we have cut from the main fabric is all we're going to do to use as strings, but you can also use normal threads or come back here to whatever you have, yeah, or rope. Yeah, so but for me, I'm going to use that. So what I'm going to do is stitch the sides. As you can see me doing, I'm really stitching the sides pole pole, and today the machine was like respecting me. I'm telling you, yeah, I was getting the respect I deserve from this machine. Kuna sometimes you ni sumbua, but anyway, so we're going to stitch that and then going to stitch the other side of it because it has two sides. Yeah, we're going to stitch the other side, and as you can tell, I'm doing a small stitch. Once you're done, this is what you're going to get. This is what you're going to get. And at this point, I feel like this bag is already coming to life. Guys, niko na homa. I don't know whether you can tell. I'm having a very bad flu. Or is it cold? Yeah. Anyway, I don't know whether you can tell from my voice. If it's noticeable, I'm so sorry. I had to just do this video because why not? Homa itatusmamisha. So once you've done, you're going to do the top, and as you can see me doing, I took 2 inches. I took 2 inches in, and I did a double seam. I folded at the top a little and then folded in around 1.5. Yeah, you can see me doing that. So that's what I did, so that we can have what is it called? This we can have a pathway for our drawstring. Yeah. So that's it. It's a pocket. Drawstring pocket is what you're creating on the top of this, and don't be in a rush. Just go pole pole. As I said, I'm doing a double fold. I'm folding kiasi to at the top to hide the raw edges, and then folding it down again to make a pocket which is around 1.5 inches. Yeah, the pocket is around 1.5, so that it's easier to get the drawstring inside or through it. If you're going to use a smaller drawstring, like maybe what is it called, maybe you're going to use a shoelace, you're going to use a shoelace, it's small, so you don't need this pocket to be 1.5. You can use your pocket at 1, or just leave it as a 0. Yeah, at 1. Yeah, at 1. Yeah, 1 inch. 1 inch. Yeah. So for me, I had a 1.5 inch because I'm not going to use the shoelace or any other small rope. I'm using a fabric of its own, and the fabric will be actually big. Yeah. So once you've done that, you just have to cut your threads pole pole. As you can see, there's these seams. Yeah, if you want your drawstrings to come through the seams, you don't have to close the pocket at the seam. But for me, my client didn't want that. She just wanted it at the middle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create an opening at the middle with my seam allowance, with my seam ripper. And I'm telling you, when I'm doing this, I'm not cutting both sides. It's just the top part. Yeah, it's just like a small opening on the top. Yeah, so we're going to do that, and then we're going to hand stitch that to cover it. If you have a zigzag machine like this one, you can use it to make the way you make pockets. Button. What are they called? Machine was the buttons. You know what I mean? Like that, you can use that. But for me, I use the seam ripper to create an opening. And as you can see here, I'm just going to create now this drawstring. I'm stitching the fabric that was left, because as I told you, we never throw anything away from this. On this channel, we never throw things away. So I'm stitching down this long piece of fabric that was left from the cutting that we did. And I know you're going to be asking, oh, why is it this long? But it's because it needs to be long to fit in, or to make to make the drawstring that you need. Yeah. So once you've done, cut the excess. As always, you don't want it to be bulky and look not nice, so we are cutting the fabric so that it can lay flat, and also so that the drawstring doesn't have that, all that bulkiness is unneeded. It's unnecessary. The bulkiness is unnecessary, so just cut it out. And then here comes that hard part, this part of now turning it's outside out, bringing the right side out. I know a lot of people have there's a wire that is used to do this. Also, there are people who use pegs. There are people who use what are they called, pins to bring it out. Yeah, whatever way or whatever method you feel is easier for you, go for it. Once it has turned, you just have to secure that part, the opening that is left. We just have to secure it, because why not? And because you also don't want our fabric to run or feel like, anyway, once I've done, as I said, there's this part where we did an opening. I told you we're going to hand stitch so that we cover the raw edges and create a very nice opening for the drawstring or this pocket, because if you leave it like that, you can already tell the two threads that are running. Yeah, but as I said, if you have what is it called, a buttonhole zigzag machine, you can create a buttonhole. The way you create a buttonhole on normal shirts, you can do that and then cut an opening. So as you can see, we already have an opening, a very cute one, hand stitched, easily made. Now it's time to insert the drawstring that you have created. And as I said, you can use the drawstring of your choice. It's your bag, so go for it. Do whatever you want. For me, I'm going to create I already created this, which is a matching fabric for it. But as you can see, with this one, you can also use a white shoelace, and it's going to look so good. So we're going to put this drawstring inside this pocket. Here comes the trick. For me, I used a hairpin just to hold it and make it move. You can use safety pins. Safety pins are the easiest to do this. If you want to do this, safety pins are the easiest. I find safety pins being, I don't know, like unakumbuka kitambo you used to, if you ever wewe kama ni wa era ya kamisi, you know how, you know, kama ulivaa kamisi na ulikuwa wa hiyo era, you know how to put this, because you used to do elastic bands with this. Yeah, so for me, I had a struggle with this pin. I really had a struggle, and I felt like it needed a hole to hold it stronger, not just pinning it down. Yeah, so I created that, and then I started inserting this. This is the most enjoyable part of this process, because I was feeling like it gave me a lot of memories. But I was feeling so nice doing this, and I was like, hey, yeah, you know. Yeah, so anyway, we're going to take through the drawstring through the pocket, and once you've done, you're going to pull. Once it comes from the other end, you're just going to pull the other end so that you can have both ends on the same size. Yeah, what am I saying? Like you say me, I'm pulling. Already the drawstring is through the pocket, has gone through the pocket, and now we have this drawstring at the bottom. So what I did at the edge of end of this drawstring, I created these what are they called, knots. I created small knots, not because that it's a talker, no, but I just for swag. For swag. So I created those small knots that looked so good. You can use beads at the bottom. You can use beads, whatever you're creating. It's you, it's your imagination, it's your creativity, go for it. So for me, I created that, and then as a good designer as I am, I decided to, you cannot give a client things that are not well done. So I'm going to cut all hanging threads, ensuring this drawstring pulls and opens enough, and then ensuring that it closes with a lot of ease. Yeah, this is what I'm just checking, and as you can see, at this point we're done. This is our very cute bag. This is our drawstring bag, which looks so cute, so amazing. I feel like I shouldn't be giving this client this bag. I need it. But anyway, there you go. We have our drawstring. The only thing that is left on this drawstring bag is ironing. We are going to iron it. We're not going to give it out like this. We're ironing. But guys, that's the most easiest DIY. We can all agree this is the most easiest DIY. I hope you love this DIY, because for me, I love it. And as I said, if you want to try it, you can try it at home. You can hand stitch this DIY, because it's just 2 seams, only 2 side seams, and then the pocket. This is an easy DIY that you can create at home, and you have this amazing bag. I'm going to create this for my brushes, especially when I'm traveling. I'm going to create this. Yeah, so guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time, guys. If you love this, give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe. Till next time, guys, I love you. Bye bye.